I guess this is for you all. Oh, wait. Is this for me, Lucas, is this for me
Yeah,
or for
yeah.
them?
Yeah.
No, it's
No,
for
for
you.
you.
It's
Just sort of the
Okay.
Just like
teacher
the
guide.
annual guideline. All right. Who needs their packet? This for our lessons. Does anybody need their packet?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 3. Yes.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Is that new?
No, we went through this about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, they've got it.
Okay.
Numbers. Yeah, they've got it.
Okay. Anybody else need this? Okay, great. All right. So we're going to be going through number 3 in here. Number 3?
You have one, is it?
Pardon?
You have one?
No, that's the
Yeah.
teacher guide there. That's your copy.
It's going to be right there. All right. So I know you have talked about this a few weeks ago, right? Does this look familiar? You guys did this about 3 weeks ago. Does that sound right? We're going to go through it as a review because I know it was a little bit difficult. So we're going to be talking about how to point to or how to talk about something that's close or far away. So if I were in a store and if I wanted to buy something, I would come up and, what's your name? Genadine?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say, Genadine, how much is this bottle? And I would say this because this means that the item is close. So if I would go up into a store and I would say, Genadine, how much is this bottle of water? Then you would give me a price. Does that make sense? So to write that down, this is you have close and far, and then singular and plural. Do you all remember the difference between singular and plural? What's singular?
One.
Just one. And then plural is more than one, right? So when I say this, how many water bottles am I holding in my hand?
One.
One. So it would be singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular. Good. And then because it's close to me, I would say this. So this is singular and close. So if I wanted to get someone that worked at the store's attention, I would say, like Genadine, she was working there, how much is this water bottle or this marker? Because it's close to me and there's only one. And then if it's far away, we would say that. So now I'm standing farther away from the water bottle. Genadine, how much is that water bottle? So I wouldn't say how much is this water bottle because it's not close to me anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then for plural, would be things that are close and more than one. What would we say? Does anybody remember?
Those.
Close,
No, those.
it's very close. If it's close to me. So how much are these? Yeah, good job. So how much are these pencils? How much are like these papers? Good. And then if something is far away and there's more than one, so like good example would be pencils. I would say what? You had it earlier. Those, yeah, exactly. See, you guys remember. Would be those. Perfect. So this marker, that trash can. So the both are only one, close and far. Plural would be these papers, and far away would be those tables or those people or things like that. So good. You guys remember pretty well. So what we're going to do with that, just as a review, as a way to be remembering this, we're going to go through some of the things that I have in this bag. I brought some things from my house just to practice this. So when I hold up an item, you're going to use one of these words to refer to the item, to talk about the item, and you're going to say the item, because some of these items are also in your vocabulary list. Does that make sense? Great. I think it'll make more sense as we go through. So I have, so you would say what if you wanted to talk to me about this book? So I would say this book because it's close to me, but if I was holding on to it and you wanted to talk to me about the book, what would you say? Would you say this? That. Good job. Because the book, there's only one book, and it's far away from all of you. Good. I'm not going to pick on Genevieve anymore, but I have cards, some cards that I grabbed. And what's your name? Lupita? All right, great. Lupita, if you had the cards and I was coming up to you and I wanted to buy those from you, I would say what? How much are? Close. Those, yeah, good job, yeah. How much are those cards? Because there's more than one of them. It's a little bit tricky because they're in a box, but there's more than one card. Yeah, and there's several. Good. So one of your vocabulary words, one of your words you're learning, hat or baseball cap? Yeah, good. And then what descriptor would you use? Yeah, if it was close to you. If it's far away from you, what is it? That. Good, good job. What is this and what color is it? Yellow? Banana? So what would you say if you were going to tell me what color this is? Which of these words would you use? That banana is yellow. Yeah, good job, good job. All right, so with a partner, just for a couple minutes, because I think all of you guys are getting it, but I want to make sure, just spend a few moments pairing up just with people at the table and try and find 3 or 4 things in the room and use our descriptor words here and tell your partner what color it is, because I know you've been learning colors. So you could say to your partner, that box is pink, for example. So just take a few minutes, look around the room, say that to your partner. Just wanted to make sure you guys know it.
Light brown.
With the, I think I fell asleep. Do you know?
Oh, no, I got it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Does everybody think that they have it?
This pencil, a pen.
You good? Waiting on a few more. That's okay.
This girl is short. Gray. Like short, gray.
Great.
You can say, what would you say? How would you say that?
One thing's okay.
There's two chairs.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Moving on from there, we're going to talk a little bit about prices now. Does anybody remember prices? I don't think you went through it before, right?
Those.
For prices, was that talked about before?
We briefly, I don't think that yellow box, that we spent much time on it.
Okay. Okay. Good. So we can talk about prices really quick because a lot of these words that you're going to be using, they're important because you'll be using them in a store. So if I were to go up to a clerk and say, how much are those pants? It's important to also be able to know how to say a price or how to understand what price they're talking about. So can everybody see this?
99 cents.
99 cents, good. And then this one is,
28.
yeah, dollars, good.
28.99.
And then 28.99. All right, great. So if I wanted to write 27.50, how would I write that?
27. 27.
Yeah.
27.
So 2.7. 0.50. Good. So if I wanted to say that's going to be $1.27, how would I write that?
$1.
Yeah, $1.27.
1.
Yeah, 1.
27.
Point.
Same.
0.25.
If there's $1.27, yes. 7. Good. All right. So this is the things that we're going to be interacting with for the lesson. If you guys seem to be getting it. So with these conversations, if you can open up your book and you can work with a partner, try and write down the descriptors that we have here based off of the sentence, if that makes sense. So it says, excuse me, how much are, is R singular or plural? Plural, good job. So how much are, that's plural. And then jeans, it would say those jeans because the jeans are far away and it's plural. And then for the next one, just to help you all out, which blank? I heard someone say it. Which ones? Ones, good. So for plural and singular, you would say ones for plural, one for singular. So which ones? Good. And then do you mean, what descriptor would they use then? Do you mean what?
This.
It wouldn't be this because remember jeans are plural. And if it's far away and it's plural, which descriptor would it be? Because you remember it says those jeans. Those. So they're far away. So those, and then they're plural. So it could be those, or it could be
This.
these. Right. So do you mean these? Great. So in your books, with a partner, you can write down those words as practice.
There's filled out for class. Does anybody else have?
No. Yeah, they both, ex-husband and wife, they both have to. I went all the way through that way and check, but I know they have something like that. So she does, and then she has. They do. They do not, okay. How about the front ones?
Front row one. Do you remember these from earlier? Do you remember filling these out? Okay. You're on top of it. So if you want, if I wanted to talk about that can over there. Oh, I just said the word. If I wanted to talk about the fly, what would I say? Yeah. If it's far away from me. You're good. You're right. It's singular, so it's only one flag. But it's singular and far away, so I would say that flag. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because there's one flag and it's far away. Yeah, yeah. But you guys, with the posters. What if I was talking about the posters? What would I say? Those. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Good job.
pretty interesting.
And so, what color are the posters? What color are the posters? Because you guys, did you all have
Yeah, I
colors?
read it.
Yeah, okay.
The last 2 years.
Blue and-
2 years I've been officially.
Yeah. So if you wanted to tell me what color the posters are, putting those two together, what would you say?
We just do church. Like,
Yeah, you would say like those posters are blue and gray.
Go to church,
Yeah.
your parents. will-
Sorry.
And those?
Yes.
Freaking preachers.
Those posters are blue and gray.
Yeah, so some kind of passion there.
Yeah.
No.
Can you ask me a question about something around
So,
here?
is he?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Troy Gard. I worked with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
We both grew up with we got
25,
we're the same
50.
age.
Alright. Do you know how to write 25,
They
50?
would say maybe. When I started teaching at Washington, he was a science teacher there. I've been over his house. I don't ever be to see him.
Very good. Okay. Good job. Alright, we'll be talking about the next section. Let me see how others are doing.
Yeah.
I know, I need more practice.
Is it the? Yeah. Okay, I got my facilities and stuff up there.
Okay. Good.
Is he get back to see?
How much is
All right.
That's right. This is like.
Great. So I know that some of you had already filled out the paper, but just for review, I just wanted to see if you guys were understanding. Does all of that make sense? Does that feel pretty familiar to you all? Do you feel like you understand? Okay, great. So we're going to take out these items that I put in here. And another exercise that I want you to do with your partner, just in learning these, is to ask your partner, can all of you see some of these items? Here, let me spread them out a little bit. All right. So I have a hat, like we talked about. And then what is this? Sunscreen? Yeah, good. And then I have this, would be yellow banana, like we talked about. And then the cards, and then pencils. So what I want you to do with your partner now, just for added practice, is to ask your partner, how much is that banana? So if Sam is going to be my partner, and we were talking about an item, I would say, Sam, how much is that banana?
And I'd say that banana is 79 cents.
79 cents. Good. And then once your partner says a price, I want you to write down that price. So he said 79 cents, so I would write 79 cents, like that. Does that make sense? And then I want you to switch and do that a few times. All right, go ahead.
Going through all the four different items?
Yes, going through, I think there's 5 different items. So if you want to go through and ask your partner, can you all see these pretty well?
How much?
Okay, great.
How much? That.
How much? How much?
If you want, you can also, I know some of you have already written prices, but you can practice writing those prices for the or for some of the items on here, if you can't see the items on the table.
So he's right down to tell them.
50. How much that?
Minutes left, so
$500.
Maybe that computer 299 cents. 200. 299 cents. Right. Plus tax.
Tax.
If it's far away, we need those or that.
Okay, let's do the pencils. How the pencils?
Is that?
I.
R?
Let's do that. R. How much?
Yeah.
Dog.
And then,
R.
Yeah.
Is a single. R.
and then if they can do that for 3 times, we can do number 10. Yeah. They were more easy conversation and stuff, but they can,
Right.
The half are one.
Are you guys getting it? Are you caught on R or is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$2.
So R is the same thing as these are those. So R is plural.
R small.
Yeah, it is singular. So if I wanted to say how much is this, or how much is that, I would say is. But how much are those? Or how much are these? R is plural. And that helps you understand if someone is saying like how much are so and so, then you know they're talking about more than one.
I know teachers, really?
These.
Nobody.
This, these, and these, and these.
These, no.
This and this. This, these.
How much is?
This, that.
No.
This, and this.
Maybe 25 cents.
I don't know how much is
What is
What's
Yeah.
Cards or?
How much are
Page 18.
All right. So, did anybody run into any trouble there at all? Everybody felt pretty confident in that. I did hear a few times from different groups, just a little confusion on are and is. So how much are those or how much is that? So are is a plural word. So anytime you're going to say these or those, you will say are. So how much are these? What color are those? Singular will be is. So how much is this, or how big or what size is that? So we're going to go through actual exchange between people talking about prices and purchasing, kind of like what you guys were practicing. I just want to remind you of some of these words that you've been learning. That's cheap. What does that mean? Have you guys talked about these? So cheap would be like little money, right? So, yeah, exactly. So it'd be a low price. So if someone says, "Oh, that's cheap," that means it's not very much money. That's reasonable. What does that's reasonable mean? Does anybody remember?
The price is,
It's good
Yeah,
price.
it's a good
No
price.
one, medium?
Yeah. So if I were to say this banana is 10 cents, you'd say, "Oh, that's a really good price. That's cheap." But if I were to say this banana is 75 cents, that's reasonable. That makes sense. All right. That's okay or not bad. Same thing. That means the same thing as reasonable. So if I were to say that's an okay price, that's not bad. And then that's expensive. What would be expensive?
No. More money.
Yeah, exactly, more money. So if I said $100 for my banana, yeah, that's too expensive. Nobody would buy that. All right. So just with some of those words in mind and some of these words we use to refer to nouns or refer to objects, we're going to go into the recording, and then we're going to stop the recording so that you can listen. So if you want to open up to number 6 in your packet, we're going to play a part of the recording, and then we're going to stop it. And I want you to write down what color of tablet they're talking about and what price, and then if they bought it or not. All right. Any questions?
Apply, apply.
Like a check mark, right?
I think it's the second part of it.
Oh, really?
The first part, I think, is just color.
Okay.
So,
So-
we can go through it a couple times if we need to.
Yeah, yeah, and we can, yeah. So we'll go through it a
We'll
couple
look at number
times.
one if they reference that or not.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I think they would say it because it says
With the color.
Right.
Oh, is there a B part? Oh, okay, all right, all right. B part.
Here we go.
Page 18, exercise 6, listening. Wow, it's expensive. Part A, listen to two friends shopping. Write the color and price for each item. 1,
Look at this. It's really awesome. And it's purple.
it's nice, but you have a tablet. How much is it?
Let's see. Wow, it's expensive. It's $499. I guess I don't really need it. Let's go.
All right.
No.
You sort of read it right up.
Right, 499.
Do you think as we go or after?
Yeah, no, you can do it this way. You can fill out the first one there, just recap.
Great. Does everybody feel like they have an answer? Or pretty close? Okay. The tablet. How much was the tablet?
499.
499 cents.
$499. So, if they were saying or if it was $4.99, it would be $4.99, but it's $499. And then, did they buy it?
No.
No. Good job. And then, I don't think it said it, did it?
Color? Purple. Purple.
Oh, good to see you. Purple. You all are on top of it. Great. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody ready for the next one?
2,
Two.
here are some great headphones for you.
Which ones? Those white ones?
No, these, the blue ones.
Oh, these are nice. Are they expensive?
Not really. They're only $9.95.
That's reasonable. I think I'll get them.
All right. Write down your answers.
Chief?
Well, the next one, price, you know, do the dollar sign, like the decimals, you know, just what it looks like fully. You would actually write it out on the next one.
Yeah.
That cord to tuck up underneath on that top shelf, the cord of the projection screen.
Yeah.
You can hang that, it'd go on top, the, right behind it, on the top of the bulletin board.
Like right here?
Yeah, loop it around her.
Sounds reasonable, but yeah. The price is reasonable. Reasonable.
I wish you could kill me.
Does everyone have an answer? All right, for the headphones. What color were the headphones? Blue. Good job. Your blue headphones. And then what was the price?
$9.99. $9.99.
$9.99? Or was it? Yes, $9.95. Good job. How do I write $9.95? Yeah. Point. $9.95. Good. And then, is that reasonable?
$9.95.
Not reasonable, expensive, cheap? Do you remember? Yeah, good. It was reasonable price. Did they buy it? Yes, they bought it because it was reasonable. Good. All right. And then the next one?
Sunglasses.
3. What do you think of these sunglasses?
They're interesting. How much are they?
They're only $11.50. That's cheap.
Try them on. They look great. Green is a good color on you.
Okay, I'll get them.
All right. Write down your answers.
¿The price? Pero van a comprar, no sé.
Yes or no?